Hey guys, Mr. T here. This is another video on functions. So in the previous video we talked about relations and functions. Now we need to define what functions are. So a function is a special case of a relation, but in a function there's no 2 points, and a point is a pair of x and y coordinates. So no 2 points that have the same first number, so have the same x coordinate. Essentially, a function will be a graph of a relation that never exists over the same x coordinate more than once. So let's have a look at an example of this. If you looked at this graph here, this is a relation. The ends of the curve are going to go on infinitely in the positive direction on the right and the negative direction on the left. No time is this graph ever going to cross back over the same, or curl back over the same x coordinate that it has before. It's just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, infinitely in the right direction, and it's going to go infinitely in the negative direction, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, all the way there. It's never going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then back 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. It's not going to curve back around. So this is a function here, because it never exists over the same x coordinate, or you can think of it the other way, in that none of the points on this graph have the same first number, the same x coordinate. If you were to look at the opposite of that, the opposite of a function, which is just a straight relation, here the graph curves around sideways, but you can see that this side of the graph, this top portion, is directly above this bottom portion. So this point here where I'm holding the laser is going to have the same x coordinate as, say, this point here, the same distance away from the y-axis vertically. So this function does exist over the same x coordinate more than once. This relation does exist over the same x coordinate more than once, so it's not a function. So many different terms, I messed that up there. So this is not a function because the line exists more than once over the same x coordinate, whereas this only ever exists over each x coordinate once. So that brings us to the idea that you can test for a function using the vertical line test. If you drew vertical lines all the way through the graph of a relation, if the lines only ever cut through the graph once, it is a function. So let's have a look at that. If I was to draw vertical lines all the way through this, they're only ever going to cut through the relation, the line, the blue line, once. So that's why it's a function. If I was, however, to draw vertical lines through this right side graph all the way through, you'll see that they're crossing the graph twice. That's more than once, so it's only a relation, not a function. This is just a relation instead. So that's just giving you an idea of what a function is. It's a special case of a relation. And a function is where the points on that relation never have the same x coordinate or the same first number. So hopefully that helps you out with the idea of functions, and I'll see you on the next video.